All right, Charlie. So you're gonna do our next speed session. We just do a speed session, 60 questions maths. We're gonna do a speed section, speed question, 60 questions, IT multiple choice style questions, and prep for exam tomorrow. And then I'm gonna do a speed session, multiple choice questions, biology. So after I'm finished with this, I'll do that. Quick. You can take down this number if you want to access the student hub. You need to WhatsApp those of you all interested in online lessons, online after school classes. This is the number +1-868-310-1306. You can check out the Student Hub on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, or our website to get some information about the Student Hub. Without any further talk, let's go. Now, IT is one of those subjects for me that if I have to teach IT, it might just take me one day to refresh back the whole syllabus again, and I'll be back to being an IT teacher. A lot of the questions is common sense, a lot of the ideas is common sense. The part where I'll take the most amount of time is just relearning how to program in Pascal. You all still do that, right? So let's jump into these questions and we'll try to do them as fast as we can. That's the aim. And get out of this live as fast as we can to do a bio live. So obviously this wouldn't be a sole revision. You all should have done like maybe 600 multiple choice questions already. If you do that, you'll be locked for the exam, right? You'll have a strong idea of what is coming. So which of the following are considered computer hardware? Hardware is things that you can touch, output devices. So the answer here is C. To use you all could say the answer one time, so you'll say two, whatever the answer is. To use a program stored on a flash drive, the program must be transferred into electrically programmable. I forget the names of all of these things, but I know the answer is B. You must have that program on your RAM, boy. So next one, which of the following devices is most likely? So y'all know the names for all of these. You know what it stands for? Random access memory, read only, and all kind of thing. I didn't remember them. I didn't have them. I lazy students. Which of the following devices is most likely to be used at a point of sale? You're going to use the touch screen. You're going to use the barcode. OMR. You're not going to use OMR. So 1 and 2. Answer is A. Answer is A. Which of the following would not be considered cloud storage? That's a big thing these days. Remote servers, that is cloud storage. Data stored and accessible on LAN, local area network, local networks. Data backup storage devices on the internet, storage providers or hosting companies. That sounds good. So not, since they say not, best answer is B. Number 5 is where. So following is best reason for using cloud storage instead of local storage? Cost, security, capacity. Well, cost to capacity ratio. So cost and capacity is both kind of saying the same thing. Best answer might be capacity. Best answer might be C. Not security. You're more secure on local storage than cloud storage. Ease of use, not really. Best answer might be capacity. Why is the reason most people use cloud storage? Capacity. Best answer is capacity. Sometimes both of them free. It's not B. Make IT simple said A or B. I sure it's not B. Not security. It's not B. So A, this one, they say best reason. This one, you see why I love maths? This one, what's the word? It's subjective. Very subjective. Why do I use cloud storage? Because, okay, the student have terabytes and terabytes and terabytes of information. I'll imagine how much it is to have all these classes, all these recordings. That's one of the big costs in the student have. So it's capacity. And the reason we have cloud storage, it's not enough computer in the world to store the information and the student have it's not enough. It have enough computers. But I mean, we're not going and have all these local servers set up. That'd be way too much. I think the best answer here is capacity. It's a fighter between cost and capacities, not securities, not ease of use. Or they argue with you. argue with all you people. I'm not too sure. Me and make IT simple at the go through this one. Let's have a couple questions a little. Uh, uh, ah, which of the following functions is carried out by box Z? Input, output, process, storage. C. Which of the following devices is used to input data into our computer? A mouse. So input data, you're talking about from a mouse perspective, not from like a plug-in and you take the data. So from a mouse. Let me make notes of the most troublesome questions. Number 5 as I see. 18. Which of the following types of interfaces is the user required to remember specific instruction and syntax? Menu-driven, graphical, computer, command-driven. I don't know how to use commands if you're using command-driven interface. You don't really need to know nothing to use anything else. To make this, what you're gonna need? It can't be anything other than a 3D printer if you want to print the model. They say a model, right? So they mean like a 3D model. So that'll be A. Which of the following protocols is used to ensure that web browsers and servers communicate with each other? This is voice. What is FTP? What is FTP? No. Oh, you want the web browsers and servers to communicate. What is FTP? My knowledge on this gets shady. So HTML is a language. Wait, but it didn't say HTML. So which one, boy? File transfer protocol. Nah, so this is not, this is local stuff. So which one is it A or D? Is this used to ensure the web browsers and servers communicate? HTTP. Or and what does IP stands for? File transfer protocol is not that. This one is voice. IP is for routing. Let's answer is D. What HTTP stands for? So it's not C, it's not B. Hypertext transfer. Hypertext transfer. Let's see my chat earlier. Hypertext transfer protocol is not B, is not C. It's just file transfer. This is voice over internet. Now what that stands for voice over internet? IP just internet, pure internet protocol. So this is just for like what, routers and thing? Yeah. Address routing, packetization and stuff. So I think HTTP is the best. HTTP is the best. HTTP. That's not on my pen. HTTP. So answer is D. Number 11, the symbol represents. If you get that one wrong, me no going up. Unauthorized real-time interception of a private communication. Not identity theft, not propaganda, not industrial espionage. We had to call it electronic eavesdropping. Double entry data verification involves what? Different data entered once. Double entry data verification. No, the same data entered being copied to another device. No. Different data entered once by two different persons. Once you just enter the same data twice, And then by another person, I don't know if it's by another person or but the same person could do it at another time. But D. A web developer is important to a company because this person is responsible for the company's website, assigns web addresses to all users, backs up web files, and stores the disks, monitors the shutting down of competitors' website. Wow. So I was just going 14 with this one, boy. I mean, your web developer could possibly do all of those things and be sounding kind of like illegal. I don't know. But this is what you're here for, right? If you're doing the other things, you probably need to pay more. Which are the following sequences shows an increase in computer memory capacity, mega to giga to tera. B. 15B. 16 in the URL. Shoes.com represents, all right, what does shoes.com represent, people? Well, it could be the company name too. These two things look like they're stretching, so it's domain name. The domain name extension will be beyond the domain name. Which are the following statements about biometric systems is false? Small amount of memory is used to store data. The user has to be present to use the system. That's true. The personal data captured is very intrusive. Not necessarily. Biodata. So that would be like your fingerprint, your eyes, your face. Is that intrusive? It depends. The level of accuracy is high. Once again, I feel why I had to leave maths to come and teach you to do this IT paper for why. The answers is just be too subjective because sometimes the accuracy doesn't be that high enough. But okay, the best answer. There's a principle called BA with all of these as biology, geography, IT, multiple choice that you just need to get accustomed to it. CXC, you had to pick the best answer. You had to pick the best answer. The level of accuracy is high. They want you to think the level of accuracy is high, but it doesn't necessarily have to be so. Twins, and you can get situations where you can hack through biometric systems. So but I guess the way to think that small amount of memory is used. So the worst false, the most false thing here is intrusive. But it depends on what people think is intrusive. You're facing the intrusive right now, and most of you have social media accounts. Not that intrusive. I don't feel it that intrusive for my face to turn on my phone. It depends. Which of the following types of uh types of technologies is commonly used by banks to read data or on checks? Cabby OCR or MR. What are they using what are they using? What POS stands for? This is character, this is Mac. And what the IT definition, what POS stands for? Yeah, so I think it is the MICR. Let me just make sure. Point they talk more point of sale when they say POS. So magnetic ink. Yeah. All right. So D. These different. This is just characters like identifying words and letters, and this one will just be like math, like multiple choice. CXCs you will use at OMR for the multiple choice. Okay, transferring data from a remote, what's the time? 19. We gotta keep the speed. From a remote computer to a personal computer, remote to personal. What you'll call that? Data mining, uploading from a remote to uploading So the computer remote and you on your personal computer right now. So I go with downloading, yes. I just go with downloading. Data that has been processed and that has meaning is termed data that has been processed and that has meaning is termed what? We're going back with A, information. There's no storage or output. Database is a stretch. So we'll go with A, information. Data goes into information. Commuting can be described as using the computer while commuting. Excuse me. Some of the answers are a little hilarious. Using the telephone while commuting. Working from home by connecting home and working from the office after establishing a connection at home. Well, if the home have work, maybe, yeah. If the home is the work center. But C is the best answer. The process of scrambling message at encryption. Encryption, right? Every time they say scrambling message and then receiving encryption. Which are the following is not a hardware component of a computer system. Data file main memory peripheral device. So a data file. A data file is a file as software, right? Which of the following can be termed application software? Operating system, Linux, Mac, OS, Google Chrome. This is application. And that's application that is software memory. All of these are more operating systems. The platform for applications. Which of the following functions is performed by a modem? Hey, I wonder if anyone of you experience modems like how I experience modem by like if the phone started ringing, internet cut off, modulates analog and digital signals. Modem change digital to analog, right? Regulates, modulates is a better word. Modem prevents analog from being modulates, regulates, modulates is the better word. Which of the following provide proof that the extensive use of ICT has had a positive impact on the field of business? I would say everybody getting touch up right now. E-commerce, electric point of sales, and telecommuting, yes. Which are the following? Why they started come up with lame words like telecommuting for why? Which are the following devices can be used for both input and output at touch screen? Which of the following is true of accessing files sequentially or starts with the first, starts with the largest data field, starts with the smallest data field, occurs in order. So sequentially means what? In order, right? All you come up in a sequence. In order. This have any order. So the answer is B. Starts with the first record. I thought this was occurs in order. I didn't see the any. The while in here need to be in order, right? So starts with the first and goes. That's which are the following is true. So that's true. A system that analyzes data and uses rules and prevents. Yeah, you'll agree to B. And previous information to deliver possible decisions is called a robot machine, a biometric machine, a mainframe computer, an expert system. Is that an expert machine? So you're using data from you're using information from a previous. So that's a niche machine, an expert system, an expert system. I will go with expert system here. Yeah, you want a niche system, so let's call it an expert system. An official of company excels confidential information to company. Why? So he doing industrial espionage. He's a spy. Like the CXC spy, how does be on here right now? They're taking notes. What is this? What is he doing? So which of the following are not categorized as system software? Software. Translators, utilities, operating systems. productivity tools, translators, utilities. So which of the following would not be system software? I'll give 1, 2, 3. When they say productivity tools, what do they mean? Give me some examples, the earlier IT students. What they mean when they say that phrase productivity tools, operating systems, translators, utilities. When they say productivity tools, what are they talking about? By process of elimination. MS Office, like Excel and thing. So that's not system. Okay. Okay, fine. Which of the following statements about the misuse of computer systems is false? Unlawfully accessing one computer from another is computer fraud. Wrongfully using another person's or trying to lure someone into providing sensitive data is phishing. Accessing a computer security system for illicit purposes is software piracy. That ain't not software piracy. Software piracy is when you download what really going on here? So what's the difference between software piracy and computer fraud? So B and C is correct. Those two names map up. Accessing a computer security system for illicit purposes. Software piracy. Software piracy is now when you take software and you pirate it. D is hacking. What is D? A lot of you all saying D, but you need to convince me. I'm an IT little cold, but let me see. Let me see. Let me erase off this and let me double check this one. My IT little rusty, so not too sure if this is an obvious question, but oh, they say which of the following is false. Why are you reading these questions back to front? Wrongfully. So this is good. This is good. That's what I'm saying. So this is false. Unlawfully accessing one computer from another is computer fraud. Well, I find that French. Computer fraud. Oh yeah, accessing one computer from another. Okay, fine. So yeah, this is this is not piracy. Software piracy is when you download the bootleg version, right? You download the bootleg version or something. So 32 is D. Right. 32 is 33. Before purchasing a computer, James was given a sheet with the following specifications. The CPU speed, computer fraud is an umbrella term. Okay, fine. The CPU speed of the computer is, what's the CPU speed? What's that 7200 RPM? That's this how fast this spinning. There's a physical hard drive. No, this is right on the CPU anyhow. So this is the CPU, 3.6 gigahertz. Like his speed day. Real low RAM day, bro. You might want to carry that computer back. The parts of a private network using internet technology and public telecommunications that can be accessed by business suppliers, vendors, um, customers, and partners is called. It could be accessed by as a private network, so it's not the internet. It can be accessed by all these other things. including the vendors and customers and partners. Let's call it the extranet. Which are the following types of networks must a user access in order to surf the internet on a tablet from a hotspot on the beach? So any on a tablet from a hotspot on the beach. In a WLAN to the 5D wireless. Which of the following is an example of a correctly formatted email address? lana@happy.net. Wow, these ask all of these things, why? Which of the following table editing features was applied to? I can't wait to reach back to bio. Which of the following? Hopefully bio is better. Was applied to the shaded cells in the form split, because the others normal. So you went through a little split there, buddy. The others normal. So if these was like 6, then you did some merging. Which are the function? What is the function of the small square label X? Selecting cells in a range, deleting the contents, copying, selecting. Copying the contents on another shell. This is a neuron to do. It's not this, it's not this. Mind if you drag down nice copy whatever in here to the next shell? And I can click on the cell to select it. And if I drag down this is send it into the next cell. I don't use Excel as much as use Google Sheets. But yeah, it's drag it down into the next cell. C is the best answer. C is the best answer. At least the formula, I can drag the formula. The following formula is position. If the formula is copied to position located immediately to the left, well, you go to C, still stay the same numbers, but this lock. So that would have that dollar sign mean he lock. So the answer for 39 is shucks, you're going to the left, you're going backwards. My bad. It will go to A 3 plus A 4 plus, and this locking, so you can stay there. So it's C, C, C. Left will go backwards in the alphabet. Praise the Lord. 41, 40, what is this? Database table. I don't know much about database earlier. Fortunately, I was given a guide by my IT teacher. So big up the IT teacher. The manager wants to find the names of the suppliers. I mean, I knew everything about it's a while since I did IT. Which of the fields would be used in the query? What they want to find the names of the suppliers who receive their product orders. Okay. So supply and receive. Supply and receive. Is it as obvious as it seems? Because you need the supply and you need the receive. If receive, return supply or something like that. The two fields that can be selected as part of a calculation. If you want to calculate stuff, I could use amount owed for sure, and date ordered, and in numerical stuff to calculate. I can do some calculations on the others too. I can use receipt as a calculation when it was received. A calculation in that yes or no. But okay, fine. The best answer, once again, the best answer is date ordered and amount owed, numerical. A numerical values. A primary key must uniquely identify a record in a table. Which of the following would qualify it as a primary key? How are we going for time? You good? Somebody asked me calculating a supplier, but I can't calculate this one. I could probably calculate how much times I see concept on a certain day. I can bust down calculations on this. I'm telling you. The shall following qualify as a primary key. Which is the following qualifies as a primary key? I think Make IT Simple himself did this question at me like about 4 years ago, about 3 years ago. Yeah. So my IT teacher said the answer is C for this one. I think Make IT Simple did this with me a while ago. My IT teacher did this with me a while ago. No, Make IT Simple did this with me a while ago. My IT teacher says C. So I just had to work with C here, boy. Make IT Simple, see it up A. Hmm. The IT teacher, this student is a boss in IT, eh? Well, Make IT Simple is a boss too. You see, that you can never see this in mathematics. You can never see this. This will never happen in mathematics. It's either you have a correct answer or the question wrong. You understand? But it's put some weird things in this for you. All right. I'm gonna double check it and tell you. I'll tell her, yeah. Primary key must uniquely identify a record in a table so the following qualifies as a primary key. Best answer is C. Answer is C only. C is C. So what's my solution here? According to my companion, Mr. 4O. So let me take a screenshot of this. Good to see my boy here. But yeah, let me move on if you like. They are speedrun. We ain't stopping to learn you the answer behind it. If the data in cell E4 is changed, this will most likely affect what? Oh, they want to see what cell it would affect. Okay. If I change the data in cell E4, why they don't have a final reading here? Test, mark, average. Why they didn't show G? They should have filled out what G was, but it will affect G, right? If you change E4, you would change E7, which is not here, and you would change G4. If you change E4, you will change this one and this one and this one. G7, they don't have G7, they don't have E7. So best one is G4. All right, let's move forward. In order to create a spreadsheet chart which compares the average for each test, the ranges which would be used, which would compare the average for each test. The average for each test, C1 to F2, C6 to F6. C1 to F2, C6 to F6. See? Oh my gosh. Compares the average for each test. No, I need the average for each test. No, I could use C1 to C2, C6 to F6. You see, once again, I could be technical. I could compare the average because I could play the formula back again, have the average, and have the test. All right, fine. Let's use C1 to F1 and C7 to F7, since we already have the average here. So use this to this and this to this. So just this to this and this to this. And we compare them. All right, fine. So B actually. So I see somebody say CB, C2. This is C2 anyhow. So if I go through all of this, I could probably get with this. No. They have C2 to F2. So they don't even have it the right way. They don't have a diagonal. So C1 to F1 and C7 to F7. C1 to F1 and C7 to F7. B. So now it can't be C. They don't have it properly. It's B. B is the answer. We slow down. The criteria get a little tougher, boy. The criteria that must be used in a database query to select all appliances manufactured by Samsung that cost more than 3,000. Manufacturer is Samsung to select all, and the price must be more than 3,000. Or no, this could give me a mess up. And the price is less, more than. All right, so this is maths. A is the answer. Which of the following sequences of steps for deleting a record in a database is correct? Choose the delete row option, select the row to be deleted, and right click open table in design view. Choose yes to confirm. 3, 2, 1, 4. B. 3, 2, 1, 4. Which of the following activities have to take place for a user to follow a hyperlink to an email address and send an email? The installed email software is loaded. The user will write the email, the user will then send email. To follow a hyperlink to email address. All right, fine. Everything here. I find this written like if somebody who is about twice this age write it, because like it just kind of, I don't know what to say about this question. I don't know. Somehow the way of this question. Sorry, IT people. Sorry, I know I've been a little critical here, but what? What is this? To send an email, the install email software is loaded. This is somebody who is used what is that thing by everybody used to use back in the day? Outlook. There's somebody using Outlook. Outlook and thing. Yeah. Anybody else use Outlook? Nobody's really used that these days, but everybody like my age and over is really use Outlook and thing. Outlook. Yes, some of the IT questions is give with the age of the people who doing it now. Which are the following content? Yeah, the person who using this right now, them email is at hotmail.com. At hotmail.com. Telling you, this is first person. CXE first person at hotmail.com. Because what is that? Which of the following content controls would be useful when creating a fillable electronic form? A date picker, checkbox, drop down, all of them, yes. Until they use everything when they doing SBA. Stop sending all the SBA so me to do as a busy man. And SBA form and thing they be sending me to follow. Excuse me. It is necessary. I was recovering from the cold, and that's what I was kind of missing for a week. It is necessary to include the column titles and row labels when creating a column chart to ensure what you're paying for that way. Once again, this is a kind of like you run out of questions because what is this? Value on the x-axis is correct. No. How that affecting the values? Legend for the y-axis is displayed. So if you don't put the column titles and the row labels, When you make it into a chat, you see the legend for the y-axis. I think C could work too. No, I know B is the best answer, but I think C could work too. Total display correct. Well, it's wrong. Because like, am I overthinking it? Well, B is the best answer. Then you have to go with the best answer. You does see the legend when if you don't do this, you will see the legend. Okay, fine. Which of the following? I did make some graphs recently. I can't remember how it's go. Which of the following? But I wouldn't forget to leave out my thing. Which of the following features would give you the old and new versions of a previously saved document? Would give you the old and new versions. Save as with file extension. Save as with old file name. Save as with new file name. D. You want new file name, so you don't overwrite, right? 50 D. 51. I don't say like Drake. This was a good practice. Let me see what's going on in IT these last few years. Now I know why I leave IT alone. Forget IT. But you still have to do IT. No, IT is important. I would say IT should be compulsory in school. But how about CXC hire some young people in IT to ask some more relevant questions in performing this algorithm? Think about this now. This IT test the IT test have a kind of old vibes, right? And performing this supposed to be a speedrunner starting to talk. The computer reads two numbers and prints the read A, B. If A is less than B, then print A. And prints the first number if it is smaller, D. Nah, it need to be relevant. Them need to be asking thing. This whole IT paper pass means nothing about machine learning, means nothing about AI, means social media. All they be relevant now, bro. This is a IT paper. Like most of this IT is from like you could have given me this IT exam 25 years ago. 20, 20 years ago. You could have given me this and I feel like I get everything correct. That's just bad because we have advanced so much. Which of the following constructs will execute a sequence of statements until a specific until until it's false. Okay, because I was like all of them is repeating. Repeat until, right? So wait. Repeat. That's not. I need to think about this. For something so that no, 4 is out. While x is greater than 3, do this. While x is not equal to that, do this. I can make it a B. I can make it B2. I can make it B2. Repeat this until I could reverse this too. Am I overthinking this? IT students repeat. Which one is the best one, boy? If then, and I know the word the if then. So it's not these two. Repeat the sequence of statements until this becomes true. That's how you normally use a repeat until it's true. Until, but I could have until and I could have like a reverse statement as well. All right. B is the best answer. Best answer is B. Best answer is B. While this is not so, or while this is that, do this. While this is, yeah, so this one normally works for false and this one normally works for true. But you could switch it up. You could switch it up. You could switch up the logic in a statement by just, negating it. like maths. When implementing a program, which of the following steps comes after executing? Or they always come after executing again? You compile, then you execute it. C, maintaining. Okay, fine. When implementing a program. Okay. So this is straight textbook. This is theory. Fine. Okay. That's a learn off thing. Which of the following programming language is not considered to be high level? D. Which of the following steps should be first? Like, take for example this question. This is a question they ask me when I do my IT exam. Now, this is a long-standing. This question is an evergreen question because all these languages still applicable. So this one could last. This one not too bad. This could work. But some of these questions here can be replaced with some more modern style of questions. Which steps should be first? Learn CXC subject content, right? Learn. What is this, IT students? Really happening here in the official exam. Right. Pass. Get certificate. I hope I hope you try to do this backwards. What does this symbol represent? That symbol is not input. That's not the processing symbol, right? That's a decision. That's a decision, and it's a different ways it could go and thing. That is a decision. A computer programmer is coding class average. Class average. He could go with integer, he could go with real. While you're here. Maybe it might get into a decimal, so better you choose real instead of integer. Integer more for counters. Writing an algorithm to implement a while loop that is terminated by the value while is not equal to 200 do. While is not 200, why I get that word? While number. Then while do, right? While B. 58B. 59. What component of a problem typically uses the term print to carry out an instruction? Output. So without any prior revision, I cannot do this exam and score over 50 out of 60. That's pretty good. My IT still layman, at least for multiple choice. Which line contains a processing statement? 3. VAT. You're working on your VAT. 3. So yeah, I might have get like about seriously, I might have lost 2 marks, 3 marks. It had some of these things. And I don't know if I lose any mark with number 5. That all you had to tell me which one was that, boy? This I'm not too sure what's going on with this one, 42. Because my partner, the chat partner, he tell me the answer is C. My IT teacher says C. Somebody tell me make IT simple, say A. I do this with make IT simple some time ago. I think I did this with him. And I think we had come to C too. So I don't know if you're correct about that. I had another question earlier tell me about. And this one, number 5. Number 5, I find it very subjective. But the best answer to me is C. Best answer is C. A could be answer too. I could agree that A could be answer. Can be B. You're more secure offline. Then again, what kind of security you talking about? Because with offline, you're at risk to fire, theft. 5 is a real iffy one. A, B, and C could work in my opinion. In fact, it's easier for all the answers could work. It's easier for me to store things online than to whip out a flash drive or to store things locally on my computer. Serious, I kid you not. And we students have it easier for us to store stuff online. And work, we store in cloud. In fact, when it's time to store things, when it's time to back up and store things, backing up, that'll be a real task. That'll be annoying. Literally all the answers could work, to be honest. My best answer for me, the reason why I use cloud storage, and nobody here using more cloud storage than the student hub, is terabytes upon terabytes upon terabytes. The reason why is capacity. And even before I was running the student hub, there's still capacity. You put things on the cloud, you store things on the drive for capacity sake. But then again, you store it in there because rather than buy an expensive big. So all the answers could work. I don't know, boy. C is the best answer. Mr. CXC, where you really work here, boy? Where you really doing the people cheering here, boy? Anyhow, yeah, we coming back with some bio in like 4 or 5 minutes. No, not 4 or 5 minutes, about 10 minutes. See you, right? Love and blessings. Um, press like, do all you're supposed to do. Enjoy the exam. Coming back with some bio stream in 10 minutes.